Good afternoon, everybody. It is very nice to be again here after a very long pause during COVID. We like Japan very much, and we missed it, so it's great to be here. I hope soon we'll be able to do a lot more events like this in person, because there's a difference to see everybody in a room. The developer market, we believe, is very large and is continuing to grow very fast. Only in Japan, we estimate that there are over 1 million developers, and they're growing rapidly. In today's companies, even manufacturing and transportation companies have many more developers than before. So we're very excited to grow with the market and be a leader. At Idera's developers tool business, we have three main focus areas. We started our business in Japan, at least, with Embarcadero, which is very much in the IDE business, with hardcore developers that develop with Delphi and C++. We are very excited about this segment of the business. We currently have almost 500,000 individual developers that use our products every year. Embarcadero's Rap Studio Community Edition has been downloaded already 1 million times. The other area that we like very much is the low-code space. And LANSA is a pioneer in the low-code space that you're very familiar with. One of our more recent acquisitions is Yellowfin in the BI space. And it's a really exciting addition to the low-code solutions that we have for customers. And the third category is the API businesses. It says two, but it's supposed to be three, which is a very high growth area for us. In the future, most software is going to be consumed through APIs. Therefore, we feel that space is going to have an explosive growth in the coming years. So I'll speak a little bit more about some more specific growth opportunities across our businesses. Number one is, as you saw, you have many brands and many different products. There is an opportunity to bring them together, integrate them, cross-sell them, and we believe that is applicable for the Japanese market. And today, everybody is speaking about AI, and we believe that we have a unique opportunity, especially in the developer tools, to infuse AI throughout all of our products. And number three for Japan, like Randy said, we have a lot of products and brands that are not currently in the Japanese market. We want to bring them here and help our customers and partners sell them. I have a few examples here of things that we have done to bring some of our current products together that have made our products better. Over the last 2 years, we have worked a lot to invest in the C++ offering of Rap Studio. And in the current release, we are making available Visual Assist from Whole Tomato within Rap Studio to make the C++ offering better. We believe that Yellowfin BI is one of the best BI products in the world, especially for low-code applications or embedded use cases. And we were able to bring or package Yellowfin within LANSA, which we think is super exciting. It is by far the best BI offering for IBMI customers. And I think every application out there could have really awesome experiences if you bring Yellowfin there. The other area that we think is very exciting is around Embarcadero, where for a long time, we have not had a lot of web capabilities. We offer Sencha and other products within Yellowfin, which are powerful, but I think Yellowfin, as part of Embarcadero built applications, is a really, really nice use case. It is a great way to very quickly modernize applications and make them very sexy. The other area that everybody is speaking about is artificial intelligence. And similarly to the space, we think that there's a huge opportunity within our tool set. The application for AI seems to be endless, but this is an example of some areas where we think they can be transformational for our products. One example is on the UX front. We're used to having applications with many buttons and gadgets to configure the applications. In the future, a lot of the UXs may look a lot more like prompts from ChatGPT. And I very quickly did an example before the meeting of asking ChatGPT to write some Delphi game with Japanese instructions, and it was able to generate it. This obviously creates a huge opportunity in the support and documentation space where you can move from English to Japanese and back very, very rapidly and make search very easy. We've already launched for some of our other products, SaaS products, ChatGPT-enabled support agents. So as you use the product, you can ask ChatGPT type of agents to help you. Developers will also have a lot of new functionality that they can bring into their applications. One exciting development in the Embarcadero side is that we're making, through a lot of it is through AI, Python available in the tool. So Python has a lot of artificial intelligence libraries and functions. Many of them are now available to Delphi developers. And this is only the beginning. I think in this space, we have a very big opportunity to innovate. There is also opportunity to build some internal support processes through AI. For example, one area that we're experimenting is with artificial intelligence sales agents. So we can speak very long about AI and things that we'll do with AI, but I think this is a huge opportunity everywhere, and we're super excited about it. And one thing that people say a lot about AI and developers is that AI is going to threaten how many developers there are, because it's going to reduce the number of developers. What is unique about the Delphi community is that the Delphi teams are already very small and very productive. So we don't think it will reduce the Delphi teams, it's only going to make them more productive. So there are many products within Idera that can be sold in Japan. Here are some that I think are very immediate opportunities. Whole Tomato is a product, produces a product called Visual Assist for C++ developers, and there are many C++ developers in Japan beyond the people that use Rad Studio. Every large gaming studio uses Visual Assist. So there's a lot of opportunity in Japan. Ultra Edit is a very secure enterprise editor for both coding but also other users. And we have hundreds of thousands of customers for Ultra Edit across the world. Companies like GE and Boeing, they have thousands of developers using this. So we think this is a very logical extension to the things that Embarcadero does. Today, building databases and data products is one of the most important things for many companies. We have some of the coolest products out there to actually design and build data warehouses. Both Warescape and ER Studio are tools for designing data governance and building data warehouses. We need to do some translations for these products, but these products should be easily made available in the Japanese market. And then we have some other ones that may be interesting as well. For example, Qubel is used to build data lakes. Perspective is used in the ServiceNow ecosystem. Assembly is really interesting because it's also used by a lot of gaming companies to manage source code and provide project management in a SaaS environment. It would be cool to have a Japanese version of that product as well, and not very difficult. Similarly, Travis CI is build a continuous integration and build product, and that product, we're going to make it work with Delphi and Rad Studio. So the Delphi developers, for the first time, will have a SaaS-based CI tool. So this is a technical question. It would be very cool if I could answer in Japanese. Stun you. I'll stun you. But so there's still a lot of development and design to decide how exactly to incorporate this into the product. We know that there is work to be done on the library side, there is work to be done on the UX side. There are tools like Copilot that you can incorporate in the product. So it's we don't have a final design, and it's likely going to be many different things, not one thing, into how it's going to work. We are going to work very closely with the MVP community. Embarcadero has a very large MVP community, not outside of Japan. In Japan, we have a very good community, but the broad community is very big. And AI is a central topic of discussion right now with many, many different ideas. So if you have very good ideas, you need to speak with Fuji-san and bring them together, because now is the time to actually think about all of these things. Randy can answer some, but from my point, the easy part is we have employees, but we have many partners. So our development partners are thousands of people. So we work a lot with development partners that help us with making these products. So even the core team may not be very large. Our extended team is very, very large.
If you run a very successful and profitable company, you have plenty of money to invest in making sure that you don't have problems. But every software company and every technology team in the world has some problems. And so we're not perfect. We do make mistakes, but it's never a problem with enough resources, because it's more than just employees that work on things for us. And so our partners also do work for us, create products for us, not just help us sell products. And so that's why we only have that many employees. If you look at this is minimized fixed cost. And in a software company, most of your employees are your fixed cost, unless you have a lot of offices. But really, it's your employees that are your biggest fixed cost. But that doesn't mean that we have low cost. It means we have low fixed cost. And so when times are not good, we can turn down how much variable money we're spending. And when times are good, we can turn up how much variable money we're spending. When COVID hit, and every software company in the world wondered whether they were going to ever sell software again, that was a real concern for people. But our model allowed us just to turn down the variable spend. We didn't have to lay anybody off. We kept all of our great employees. And so we didn't have turmoil in the company as a result of that. And in times like this, when the economy is pretty strong, but there have still been a lot of layoffs in the software industry, it's easy for us to go out and invest more because it's not as much demand out there and our partners would like to do more work for us. We're able to spend more money because we didn't waste money by having too many employees when times were bad. Now times are pretty good. We're investing more in product, we're spending more with our partners because we think we're preparing ourselves for a much better future. Just one more story for you. If you look on this test tool column, there are two companies on this list here that have over 150 million US dollars of revenue and 3 salespeople. Because the software is so easy to sell that people buy it themselves. So we don't have big software sales teams either, because the product is built to be easy to sell. We get asked all the time by investors, other CEOs, and other software companies how we're successful with what seems like an unusual business model. And so we actually train people outside of Idera on how to run their business better. And so later this month, I have 100 people that don't work at Idera signed up for a training class on how to think about running their companies more like Idera so that they have more flexibility in terms of how they think about running their companies.